What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Queen Boss Lady, and I'm back with another spiritual message for you guys. So let me go ahead and jump right into it so I can update you guys. This message is going to be about the dangers and how dangerous it is to have a child with a warlock or a witch, okay? The dangers of having a child with a witch or a warlock is that they can pass on through that seed the assignment that they had for your life. That is why it's so easy for these witches or these warlocks to put a baby in you and walk away, because they have already assigned that seed that came out of their body to go into your body and to be born and birthed into your life to finish out the assignment that they could not finish out. You peeped them out too fast. You scoped them out too fast, and that's why they got you pregnant fast, because they knew they only had a certain amount of time. They only had this much of a window with you before you sniffed them out, smelled them out, scanned them out, and found them out. Okay? And drug them out. So that's why they got you pregnant so fast. There is not 100% chance that you and this child that he's giving you, this warlocks, that you guys are going to get along. This child could be every spit of what this man is, was, and what he was going to become. And probably more powerful than this man when it comes to being evil. You'll notice in your life where this child picks right up where the fuck this absent parent left off. You'll find yourself rebuking the same demons that you was rebuking off of this man. You'll find yourself feeling the same feelings that you felt when you're with this child that you felt when you was with this man. And it'll all start coming together that you have a child with a warlocks. And not only that, these warlocks men, they will be absent from this child's life on purpose to make the child yearn and desire them and disobey you. The absent one is the respected one. That's fucked up, but that's just the way it is. The one that is absent gets the most respect. The one that is present gets the most, the shitty end of the stick. They don't get respected. They're the doormat because they're so seen. They're so heard, while the other parent is not. And behind the scenes, you better believe that this other parent is summoning demons to go to this child and work through this child. You better believe this warlocks that you had a child with is behind the scene doing heavy spell work to get this child to commit to the dark side, to finish what he started. Because see, he couldn't finish it, so he duplicated himself. Now catch that. Update that in your system. That's the only reason why this man gave you a baby, was to duplicate himself, to make a clone of himself. And you're just being the best mom that you can be, right? And you love this child for who this child is. You don't see, but this man wants you to see that. This man wants you to look at this child with resentment and hate this child and treat this child so badly because he's not present. And he can also be sending out that spell as well, casting it upon you to make you hate your own child, despise your own child. But that's burning in the pits of hell. I can tell. This message is not for everyone. This message is for the good mothers. This message is for a mother who has had a child or children with a witch or a warlocks. And you are now seeing the characteristics. You are now seeing the same traits that you've seen in this man. And you had to run for the hills. You had to run away from this man. You had to get away from this man. You had to cut all soul ties with this man, cut this man off. But you got his child. How do you run away from the child that is every spitting image of this man? This child is even subconsciously doing things, humming things, saying things, thinking things. And yes, we all love children. They're so wonderful. They're the next generation. They bright up our worlds and da 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 da. The moment that you believe that children are not evil and children cannot be possessed and children cannot be demonized and controlled, you're programmed. The moment you believe that every child is just a sunshine in a basket full of rainbows, well, how does this child know to do the exact same traits that, he was doing that got him put the fuck out? The exact same thing in the exact same way. How does this child know to gaslight you? How does this child know how to play on your intelligence, how to do all of this stuff? That if this man has never been in the child's life, how does the child know how to do so much of the same similar things? Why is this child able to make you feel the same pain, emptiness, whatever it may be, that this man made you feel? How is that possible? Because, baby, he planted a root in you. He planted a root in you. And then that's why, children grow up to be serial killers, psychopaths, psychos. They feel like I have no choice but to be evil. They go crazy. They do deranged things, strange things. These children, you will see them sprout up and become serial killers. You will see them be just literally off their monitor. And it's because when that man laid you down on your back, he already performed a ritual that he was going to put the worst seed in you. A type of seed in you that will keep you stagnated, held back, confused, tarnished, and discarded. He put a spell on this seed that this seed will carry out the plan and the plot of the enemy. Because, see, he knew going in you was going to sniff him out. You was going to figure him out. And a lot of these women that this message is for, this pregnancy was not planned. It's like, you all of a sudden you pregnant. Like, you didn't plan this, because he planned it. He planned to trap you and bind you to him. Because you got it going on. You all that, honey. Yeah. Let me update you. Because, see, they not updated. And they're not updated because they think we don't know this information. But I just got this information. And it's very harsh. That to think that, wow, my child can literally pick right the fuck up where this no good ass nigga left off at. It's scary. I know it is. And to go through this, to get away from warlocks, and then to turn around and it's like you got a fucking baby warlocks living in your house. I just want to say I feel like you're a powerful person. You are very powerful, because when people have to send their duplicates after you, their own offspring after you, their own minions after you, their own clones after you, baby, I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your hand. Because they are thinking of every way to get you, baby. Stick and move, stick and move. They say, no, you may have gotten rid of me 5 years ago, but guess what? My child should be like 9, 10, 11. I don't even have to check in, because this is the mind of a maniac. I'm getting their thoughts. Lord Jesus. Woo! This person feels like they're such a fucked up individual. Their offsprings are going to be fucked up individuals. So they don't need to check in. They don't need to see how you're doing. They know this child is doing everything that they used to do. They are walking in their spitting image. And they're so proud about it. So let me give you some advice. If you do come back in contact with your warlock's baby daddy, don't tell him about, how the child is behaving. Because I'm telling you, he is going to be like, yes, my magic is working. That's the only reason why he gave you this demonic child in the first place, to be a monitoring spirit in your life. He used your womb as an incubator to make a duplicate of himself. And that's why we have to be careful. You have to be careful who you have a baby by, who you have a baby from, because it can become dangerous, life-threatening, because you cannot get away from this child. You cannot run from this child. You cannot cut this child off like you can cut this man off. But how does this child know spells? How does this child know witchery? How does this child know what to do, what to say, what to trigger you? How does this child know how to monitor you so well? Where did they learn that from? If you've never taught it to them, where have they learned it from? Young ages, they like blood and Chucky and scary movies. Why? You're 6, you're 5. Because it's their teaching. It's what teaches them. It's what helps them engage. It's what helps them attach and say, yes, the way that I'm evil is okay. Look, you see, he just stabbed up his whole family on this movie. So what I'm feeling is okay. What I'm doing is okay. And that's the dangers of having a child with a warlocks. They use these children as monitoring spirits to keep up with you, to follow you through life. And then they have access to the child, and they use the child for information. Oh, well, what is mommy up to now? What is mommy doing now? Where do you guys live now? What is what job does mom? And they're writing all of this shit down so they can go do that voodoo, black magic, send you the evil eye, rewrite whatever you got going on. They use the child for information to continue to try to create blockages in your life. People think that men aren't out here doing this. People think that men aren't out here trapping women with babies. Demonic babies at that. This nigga purposely gave you a demonic spirit to be with you all of your days. Because he knew you was going to throw his funky ass out and see how the streets like it. But he's like, you can't throw this out. Because I know you're so loving, you're so caring. You're not going to get rid of this. I want to irritate you today. This is what these warlocks do. I want to irritate her today. And they send chaos spell to this child. And then this child just disrupts the home, the peace. Because the father, the warlocks, is sitting back and he thinks that he's going to use this child as a soldier for his army to take you down, to suck the life out of you, to suck the fun out of you, to suck your personality out of you. You'll notice this child starts to try to structure your life and try to tell you what to do. And now do get me right. And I pray you don't get me wrong. Our children, a lot of them, they are angels and they are little spirit guides. They're little guides and they will guide you in the right direction and they will help you go into the right direction. And they will have good advice for you. But these demonic children, no, they will lead you down a dark fucking path. They will suck you dry till there's nothing left. They will tell you things to try to change who you are as a person. Why do you do this? Why are you like that? You're a child and I invited you into my world. So this is my world that I have created. That's why. Now you're going to have a good time in my world because I wanted you to be here. So I'm going to provide that for you. But you will notice that this child does not want any of that providence. It is declined. This child does not want the love. Because if you show this child love, it's a trigger for them to attack you. Because they're already programmed. They're already pre-made. You don't know these men, what they do behind the scenes. They go get spells done on their wombs to carry little devils in their nut sacks, to put them in your womb to bake for 9 months. You don't believe me? Just scroll through the news and see how many children stab their parents to death. And this goes on. And it's because these women did not know. They dealt with warlocks. Same with having a baby with a witch. She will use this children, baby, to take you down, kings. She will take her name. She will put a spell on her child to make her child be defiant, can't listen, can't function, can't do. And she will take her name off the call list, and the school call you every day. And you got to leave work. And you got to tend to this child. But it's her putting a spell on the child to make the child misbehave, so that your attention is occupied, your time is consumed. Okay? So that's the spiritual message that I have. I know that it was crucial. It was not a basket of roses. It was not cupcakes and rainbows. But that's just not what I was here to deliver to you guys today. Even though that is beautiful, even though, do not get me wrong, a baby is a gift from above. But these motherfuckers can turn, just like they turn in your womb to come down and out. They can turn in real life and come down and out on your motherfucking head if you ain't prayed up, stayed up, and aware. And aware.